we're off on a new adventure. And it's not necessarily new because we've done it 2 times before. This one's exciting. We're going to Katmai, Brooks Falls to see the brown bears.
And this time we're going to stay in King Salmon at a fishing lodge and then take the boat over to Brooks Camp. We are so excited and can't wait to share our trip with you.
Because that'll only excite.
Everyone who comes here must attend a bear orientation. We do that in the form of a video.
Well, here we are, the first day at Brooks Camp. Out taking the trail to go see the bears at the platform. Got your camera ready?
I'm ready. And I'm so excited. We just attended bear school, which is mandatory for everyone that gets here so that you know how to behave around the bears because, as they say, you're going to encounter bears while you're here. So we did the bear school, got our official bear pin that says we attended bear school, and now we're on our way to the falls.
And talking like this helps us a lot because we're announcing to the bears we're in the area. So we're not yelling, we're just calmly talking to warn them that we're on the trail.
Which I hope we see one on the trail.
Well, that was fun. We went to the falls and saw a few bears.
We did. We saw Otis and Divot and a bunch of the other favorites that are there. We saw them catching some salmon. Even saw one of the babies following his mom around, begging for some fish from mom that she caught. So that was fun. And the best thing about being here in the end of August is it's not very crowded. No wait for the platform. So that was awesome. And it's still there on the platform.
Here we are again, the second day at Brook Falls, and it's a bit damp and drizzly out today.
Well, we're gonna head up to the Brooks Falls, see if the bears are up there. I don't think the rain's gonna be bothering them or the salmon very much. And then we're gonna break for lunch, and then this afternoon we have a guide taking us on a river walk. So we're gonna go down actually there, down in the river where the bears are.
Put our
And
feet in the water with waders on.
we have waders, and we're gonna walk the river and get a new perspective on the bears from their point of view. So we'll see how that goes. I'm excited and a little bit nervous.
Yeah. See you up there at the Falls of the Bears.
Yeah. Bye. We got to keep our eye out for bears because they use the same trails out to the falls and the river that we do. So every time we come around the corner, we got to make sure that we're bear aware and looking for bears that might be sleeping on the trail or coming our way. Oh yeah.
Sandy.
Mm-hmm. That's cool.
Yeah, and the bears love that stuff. You'll see them. They dig down.
They did?
Yeah, they dig down into it so they can eat it. All right, so today we're headed into the Brooks River. We're going to go in just about 100 yards below the falls. We're going to do some on the river bear viewing and a little bit of dodging maybe. Oh, coming right down, right on top of us. I've waited for a long time, but somebody who sits and watching them as much as I do. See it all in the mud and stuff, and he was laid upside down, passed out like a dog, you know, with all four legs up in the air. His lips are all hanging over, but just a huge scarred up male bear.
Wow.
The picture turned out really cool.
That is cool.
But a very old bear, like he didn't have a lot of hair left. His back claws were worn totally flat to the toes.
Wow.
Yeah, it was really cool.
Wow. Yeah.
They live a hard life.
They do. They really do. It's amazing to see how they survive here and their whole life cycle and the life cycle of the salmon.
Check out these guys coming down.
So tell us what we just did, Blaine.
We just hiked the river below Brooks Falls. We did some close-up bear viewing, and we still got one somewhere over here.
It's been surrounding us for a while.
Yeah, we're getting roped in pretty tight here.
But Blaine assures us we're safe.
Oh yeah, yeah. These are fat, happy bears.
I love it. Thank you so much.
Yeah, no problem, guys. No
Great.
problem.
Here at Brooks Camp at Katmai National Park, it's all about the bears, the brown bears. They're the coastal brown bears that they have here, which are the largest brown bears in North America. It's the only bear larger is a polar bear. But here they have the really great walkway that was built just a few years ago above the Naknek River, and it's wonderful for viewing bears. The bears come here often catching salmon, and you can watch them down below as they frolic and play and wrestle and fight and catch and eat salmon. It's a really great place. And the bridge is a really neat and unique design, as it's got gates throughout the whole bridge, like this one right here. It's designed to keep the bears out and the people safe. It's a wonderful thing, and it keeps keeps us all separated and we can all live together in harmony. Here at Brooks Camp, the first thing you do when you arrive here is take Bear School 101, and that's a little 15-minute introduction to Brooks Camp here in Brooks Falls, where you learn how you need to behave around the bears, because you will have an experience with the bears while you're here, guaranteed. And you have to stay 50 yards away from any bear at all times, and they teach you everything you need to know about the bears, stowing your food, stowing your equipment, because the bears like to play with things, and just general bear safety rules when you arrive here. There's a variety of ways you can stay here at Brooks Camp, and one of them are these cute little cabins that have 2 sets of bunk beds, and so sleeps 4. And they're great little cabins to stay in, but they are very limited. And there is a lottery that you can enter a year and a half in advance to stay in one of these lovely little cabins. They also have campgrounds here at Brooks Camp, so you can, if you're brave enough and adventurous enough, you can set up your tent inside a little electric fence area, and you can camp out here as well with the bears. There's a little concession stand here, and there's also a cafeteria where they fix 3 meals a day, so you can eat your meals here while you're staying here. That's the only food source that you have here. And while you're here, in your backpack, the only thing you can carry is water, because there is no food allowed on the trails. They don't want the bears to see people as a food source. So, if you can't enter the lottery, or you do not win the lottery to stay here at Brooks Camp, another option is to day trip here. You can stay in some neighboring towns like King Salmon. The Gold Creek Lodge is where we're staying this trip, and you can stay there and then day trip over here, which we've done for 2 days. It's a lovely option if you didn't win the lottery or the cabins are all full. It's a great way to come and see the bears and see the Valley of 10,000 Smokes, which is the whole story of Katmai National Park and how it was formed.
So that's our trip from Brooks Camp at Katmai National Park.
Yep. And there's 2 ways to get here. There's no chance driving to get here. You have to take a float plane or the new water taxi that they introduced in 2019. Those are the only 2 ways you can get to this unique and very special place.
So long from Brooks Camp in Katmai National Park, Alaska.
We hope you liked our little informational video, and thanks for traveling along with us.
We at Estes Park News encourage you to go out and enjoy the great outdoors.
Whether it be Alaska or finding your fun in Estes Park, get out and have some fun.